Afternoon, grade 5s. We're going to continue with the Sand People. We're moving on to their beliefs and their rock art. They were world famous for their rock art that they painted on caves. You can see in this picture, they have a night vigil where they go into a trance-like state, but I'll explain that later on. And these were very important to the Sand People. So we're going to do Sand People. What did they believe? There you can see a Sandman, but it's not the Sandman who puts sand in your eyes. The Sand People called their god Kachan. They believed that Kachan was the creator of all things. They believed that Kachan could turn into an eland. And to meet with the Kachan, the Sand held a trance dance at night around a fire. There's the eland, which we all know and recognize. It's on most of the rock art that we have found in the country. It will always depict the eland because he was, as we're discussing, their god. The Shaymin was the person who entered a trance to meet the eland. The Shaymin was given the power of Kachan to protect all the people. The Shaymin experience in the spirit world was painted onto rocks. These paintings were called sand rock art. Next week, when we go into our South African coat of arms, the part of our coat of arms is the Linton panel. It's a very famous panel of rock art that we'll just start discussing next week. Our new words that we've got, eland, it's a large antelope or buck. We're familiar with that. There on the left-hand side, you can see the Shaymin, and he's doing a dance around the fireplace. A trance is a special state of awareness. It's like being in a deep, 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 almost sleep, but you're awake. You're not aware of the things that are around you. And there you can see the Shaymin going around the fire on the right-hand side. You can see the women sitting at the bottom, and they'll be clapping their hands, and they'll be singing. And the men will go around, and they will actually stamp a path into the ground. And this dance will go on through the whole night. Shaymin is the person who enters the invisible spirit world. Okay, and he will meet up with Kachan or the eland. The last slide that we've got is you can see an archaeologist. He's standing there and he has discovered sand rock art. Archaeology is a scientist, it's a social scientist. So if you go into history, you will go into this area of expertise where you explore and investigate the past. Scientists have spent many years trying to work out the meaning of sand rock art. Originally, they just thought they were childlike drawings, but as the years have gone by, they can see that it was mostly their spiritual experience with their God. The colors that were used on rock art are red, yellow, white, and black. These paints were made from natural material found in nature. Remember, I explained to you in the last lesson that nothing that the Sand People used wasn't from the earth, and they were at one with nature. White paint was made from white clay. This did fade over the years, that you can see if you have a look at the paintings on the rocks. Red and orange and purple was made from heating iron that was rusted and grinding it into a powder. And then they would use that, and they would use feathers or reeds or animal hair that they stuck at the end of reeds, and that was what they painted with the paint onto the rock panel. Okay, we're going to do a MS Forms quiz that I want you to have a look at. You've got the 2 YouTube links that I have sent you in the lesson, and you also have this PowerPoint presentation that explains things quite clearly. Have a good day.